Most people don't fail exams because they're lazy. They fail because they were never taught how to study. They sit for hours, highlight pages, reread notes, watch videos, and feel productive. But when the test comes, everything disappears. That's not a memory problem. That's a method problem. If studying actually worked the way most people do it, cramming would make geniuses. But it doesn't, because your brain doesn't learn by consuming information. It learns by retrieving it. Here's the first thing you need to understand. Your brain is not a storage device. It's a prediction machine. It only keeps information it thinks you'll need again. And the fastest way to convince your brain something matters is to make it struggle to recall it. That's why rereading feels safe, but fails. You recognize the words, so your brain thinks, I know this. But recognition is not memory. Recall is memory. So real studying starts when you close the notes. Instead of reading a chapter, you do this. Read one small section once, close the book. Then write down or say everything you remember without checking. That moment of effort is where learning happens. Not when it's easy, when it's slightly uncomfortable. That discomfort triggers neuroplasticity. Your brain literally strengthens the pathways tied to that information. The second rule of real studying is this. Study in short, focused blocks, not marathons. Your brain has a limited supply of attention chemicals. After about 45 to 60 minutes, learning quality drops fast. That's when people reach for their phone, start zoning out, or reread the same sentence 5 times. Instead of fighting that, you stop early. Take a short break, then come back. This trains your brain to associate studying with control and clarity, not exhaustion. And when studying feels manageable, starting becomes easier. The third rule is to study questions, not answers. Before you open your notes, ask yourself questions like, what is this concept really saying? Why does this work this way? How would I explain this to someone else? When you turn information into questions, your brain engages problem-solving mode. And problem-solving is remembered far longer than passive reading. If you can explain it simply, you understand it. If you can't, you don't. It's that honest. The fourth rule is spaced repetition. Cramming creates short-term familiarity, not long-term memory. Your brain forgets on purpose. That forgetting is part of learning. Every time you revisit information after forgetting some of it, the memory gets stronger. That's why studying the same material across days beats one long session. Even 5 minutes of recall tomorrow is more powerful than an extra hour today. And finally, the rule that changes everything. Your identity matters more than motivation. If you see yourself as bad at studying, your brain resists effort. If you see yourself as someone who trains their mind, your behavior follows. Every time you study properly, even for 20 minutes, you reinforce that identity. Not by willpower, by evidence. So here's how to actually study starting today. Short sessions. Notes closed. Active recall. Questions over highlighting. Stop before burnout. Studying isn't about suffering. It's about alignment with how your brain learns. Once you stop fighting your brain and start working with it, studying becomes simpler, faster, and surprisingly calm. And that's when your results finally change.